What's happening? All right, so we are on lesson 10 of the ablative prepositions, and we are doing pages 3 and 4 of this worksheet. Get right into it. Translate the following sentence into English. So you can pause these, follow along with me, wait till the end. You do you. Femina captivum gladio longo necat. So we've got a T there. I don't know what's going on. Oop. All right. So we got a T there. Our T, he, she, or it is going to be the femina. So the femina, the woman, kills. All right, captivum, the captive. Gladio longo, with a long sword. (14) Puella persuum ambulat. All right, here's our prepositional phrase. The ambulat, the T is the puella. The girl walks persuum, through the forest. (15) Our prepositional phrase is the in pontum. Femina filium et filiam in pontum jactat. The woman jactat throws. Her filium et filiam, her son and daughter. In pontum. Pontum is accusative, so that in means into. So into the sea. Familia in ulla magna habitat. There's our prepositional phrase. So the family habitat lives in Villa Magna in a large villa. Equisere me campo portat. There's our prepositional phrase. The equus portat, the horse is carrying. Servum, the servant. A campo, out of the field. All right, we're going to translate these prepositional phrases into Latin. So please remember that the object is either ablative or accusative. And if you don't know, please check out the front page of this, which should have a box for you. Down from day, and that takes the ablative for us, so silwa with the long mark. Across the island, trans, and it takes the accusative, so insula, add the M on there, insulam. With friends, cum, and then we need the ablative for friends, amicis. Around the island, circum, and that takes the accusative, so we want insulam. Without the horse, without a sine, takes the ablative, so we want equo. In the water, you're in a spot, so you want the ablative in aqua. Under the sea, sub takes the ablative, so ponto. Into the field, in plus the accusative, campum. In the field, you're in a spot, so it's going to be an ablative, in campo. We're going to finish up this side with two sentences translating English to Latin. And we got the words broken down beneath to help us out. So the farmer throws the servant out of the villa and into the sea. So the farmer's the subject, so that's nominative singular. And the translation for that will be agricola. The A will just stay the same. Throws the servant, that's a direct object, so we're going to make that accusative. There's one, singular. So the US becomes a UM. All right, out of the villa, prepositional phrase moving away from, so that's going to be ablative, singular, make that a long. Pontus, into the sea, moving towards, so that's going to be accusative, singular, that US becomes a UM. And yaktare, if you remember with verb, second principal part, minus the ARE, plus one of these guys, the O, the AS, the AT, the AMUS, the ATIS, or the ANT. So the farmer's doing it, so he's third person and just one singular. So we need the AT for this, so drop off the ARE, put in an AT, and we got that. And so now we got our words. We can pretty much throw most of them in there. So farmer, take it from the bottom. Agricola, throws. We'll put that verb at the end, yaktop. All right, the servant, get him down from there. So servum. Out of the villa, a willa. And at, into, in, puntum. So if you do that legwork down beneath, it's going to make that sentence writing a whole lot easier. Next one, you can try it on your own. Wait for me, do it along with me, whatever you need to do. The messenger gives a long letter to the queen. The messenger is a subject, so that's going to be nominative singular, so keep it at nuntius. Gives a long letter, that's going to be the direct object, so accusative, singular. We're going to turn that A into an AM. I'm going to go with to the queen since it's a noun. That's an indirect object, so that's going to be dative, singular, so that's going to become, that A is going to become an AE. And then verbing it up, messenger gives. So messenger is third person and singular. So according to the rules, drop the ARE. Did that. Third person singular is going to be an AT. Boom, done. So let's put this all up. The messenger, we've got nuntius. All right, gives, that's going to be a dot. A long letter, so we've got epistolam. Then we need letter or long to match it, so long and then AM. And to the queen, reginae. Page 1 done. All right, let's move on to the next one. National Latin exam practice. So you guys try this out on your own, and then I'm going to go with it. So pause it, do it, and then follow along. Sunt, BR. Amici, duo amici, that's going to be just friends, A. Circum means around, A. In casa, in, plus the ablative is in a spot, so you want D. Natare, the RE is going to be two blanks, so A, to swim. Marky, we've got a T here, he, she, or it, so that can't be nominative plural, so it's got to be genitive singular. So C. Inter means between. Numerat, the T there is a he, she, or it, so B, he counts. Marco, okay, so responded is one of those words that trigger the dative. So Julius responds D to Marcus. Vocab review to help us with the sentences. So Noah's, we got new or strange. Insula, island. Whoa. Vitas, life. Libero, free or liberate. Asta, spear. Specto, watch. Festina, hurry. Parvus, small. Amicus, friend. Filius, son. Fabula, story. Pugna, fight. Uo, help. Prope, next to. Day, down from or about. All right, and we're going to use those to translate these guys. And so again, you can either follow along with me, pause it, do all this, get some help, like whatever you need to do. All right, so prepositional phrase right there. Puella equos parvos propevium spectat. Propevium is our phrase. The T on spectat is he, she, or it, which is the girl. So the girl watches the equos parvos, the small horses. Propevium, next to the road. Philia sed amicus is insula habitant. In insula is our prepositional phrase. Habitant, the NT is they. So the son and friend live on the island. Femina fabulum noem filii narat. Narat is a dative trigger word. The T is he, she, or it, so that's the woman. Nara tells a noem fabulum, a new story or a strange story. Filia to her daughter. Seros agriculum in campo juvat. In campo is our prepositional phrase. The T on juvat is he, she, or it, which is the servant. So the servant, all right, helps the farmer in the field. Villa reginae in insulas magna. Here's our prepositional phrase, est. So we got to equal a couple things. This is going to become a genitive, the reginae. So the queen's villa on the island is large. 23. Amici boni captivum in silva hasta nacant. In silva is our prepositional phrase. The NT is going to be the boni amici. So the good friends. All right, kill the captive on the island. Asta with a spear. (24) Equos per campum festina. Per campum is our prepositional phrase. The T on festina is he, she, or it, which is the equus, so the horse. Festinat is hurrying. All right, per campum, through the field. Filius captivum gladio pugnant. All right, the son is fighting the captive. Gladio with a sword. And then the last one, agricola captivos non liberat. The T is he, she, or it, which is the farmer. So the farmer is not freeing, is not liberating the captives, the captivos. All right, that's it for lesson 10, ablative prepositions. Hopefully this helped. Thank you for watching.